chill season. 23 is here, and we have a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it with special weapons. Okay, first special is splash color screen. Now, we all know about the accessibility issue, so we're just going to talk about assuming that it's fixed, it gets reworked, that it actually works. It has a good concept. I like it being able to completely block off certain areas of the map. It makes it hard to make pushes. So, it has a good concept. It only works up to that okay, because some people just go right through it and ignore the effects it gives. And then, I'll write the thing about C tier. It's not great. Like, I could do a whole video about talking about just the special, but I would say it could just be C tier for now. Triple splashdown. I had high hopes for the special, and it kinda let me down. I thought it would be a lot better than it is, because like, you know how the trailers make it look like they're better than they are. It's okay. I mean, I've been using custom blaster recently. I found ways to work with it, so it's pretty okay. You can still be cancelled. It's a little bit slower than the S2 splashdown, but it's harder to be cancelled with the fists, and it covers more area, does a whopping 500 damage. So yeah, I would rank it about maybe B tier probably. Next, the new kits. First up, we got the S-Blast 91. I think it's one of the best new kits out in this season, right up there with Stamper Novu and Foil Squeezer. It has... So, S-Blast 92 was always one of those weapons I never wanted to play because it had a terrible kit. I mean, it had Sprinkler Reef Slider. Like, come on. So, like, it's not like I would never play Jerderinger. Before Tentacerella came out, I never played Tentabrella, and I still never played Tentabrella. I never played Vanilla Splatbrella, but S-Blast 91, with this new kit, it completely fixed that. You can combo off the Burst Bomb with the AoE. You don't hit him head on, throw a Burst Bomb, it does... If a direct hit from Burst Bomb, 60 damage, and the outer edge of the S-Blast shot does 65, which is a kill. Booyah is okay on it. I mean, I thought it would be better, because most weapons that are, like, good can, like, Booyah spam. S-Blast cannot Booyah spam. I would hope for something like Kraken or Inkjet on it, but we didn't get that. It's okay, I mean, I'm not complaining or anything. I like Booyah on it, just not that much. And I would rate it S tier. And keep in mind, my tier list is X tier, which is better. Next, Reflux 450 Deco. Okay, so there's a lot. I have a lot to say about this weapon. I'm not gonna say it at all. I think personally, this is the worst weapon in the game. It has a terrible kit. Whenever we saw that clip in the trailer with Bluefin Depot, well, we saw the Reflux use Splash Wall. I'm like, oh, okay. Splash Wall can be fine in it. You can play more defensively. You don't have to be so aggressive with it. That's fine. And when it gets Reef Slider, why? It's like they took like a randomizer and they did it. Maybe that's how Nintendo gets their kits. I don't know. Maybe that's why S-Blast got an insane kit and Reflux got a terrible one. But Reflux had a half-decent kit in the first place. It can missile spam, and Curling Bomb's not the best on it, but it's better than Splash Wall. And then, yeah, missile spam is all I can say about the vanilla one. I'd rate this seriously D tier. This thing is so bad. Next, Neo Stamper Novu, whatever it is called. It's pretty good, I would say. In most circumstances, it's better than Vanilla. I mean, Vanilla still has the burst combo and Zipcaster, but this one has Crab Tank, which is nice. I mean, it does have 210 points for special, so it has to paint a little bit. You know, you have to vary your playstyle, but having Crab Tank on it is amazing. because you can be it's better than Zipcaster. You can be more defensive in it than Zipcaster. Toxic Mist on it, I feel is fine. It doesn't need to have Toxic Mist. I actually thought they were gonna give it a line marker. I was so scared, just like it was with Paintbrush. I would say it's a pretty good weapon. I rate it A tier. I mean, I've been enjoying it even though I don't use Splatoonas very often. Paintbrush Novu. It's a decent weapon. It's one of... Well, it can be used for certain scenarios. I wouldn't say I would use Paintbrush on a regular basis. It's slightly better than Vanilla. It's one of the instances where, like, I would prefer point sensor missiles over Curling Bomb, Wave Breaker, in most things. Point sensor works pretty well in it. I mean, with Paintbrush, you need to see things around you, I guess, because if you don't have range, you're gonna die against a fast weapon like Splash. Whenever we saw the subline on the trailer, I thought it was gonna have Dart. I'm so happy nothing got Dart in this update, but if that got Dart, or a line marker, or whatever you want to call it, I would be so mad, because I actually enjoy the Paintbrush main weapon. Missiles seems pretty good at it, because it paints a lot. I can't missile spam like Vanilla Reflux, but missiles on it is still not terrible, it's not great, it's fine, it's mid. I'd rate this B tier. It's pretty good. It's better in some instances, like other, like I'd say humpback spot zones, or things like that. Undercover Sorella Umbrella. I feel like this one could be better too, because we had Tentabrella sucked. Boom, we get Sorella Umbrella with Zuka. And then we get Sorella Umbrella with Auto Bomb Inkjet. And then I seriously thought this would be good. I knew it would get Torp. I think Torp is great on it. And then we got Screen. I don't think Screen is great on this. It's not great on most 2 weapons that have Screen. It should have had Core. I feel like Core would be a great addition to this weapon, because right now with the meta we have, anything with Core is automatically good. Well, excluding Dynamo, but even Dynamo has been rising. Same with maybe H3. I don't know, but the main weapon, the Sorella, the new kit, it could never have saved this. This weapon is in need of significant buffs. I'd rate it C tier, not like, I would say Undercover Vanilla would be D tier, but since this has Torp, and Screen is probably better than Reef Slider, I would say this is not D tier. Foil Squeezer. This weapon is insane. It is so good. Except the problem is it kills your finger to tap it so much. I don't know how people play Squeezer. I don't know how people play Brush. Then Auto Bomb is really good on it, because it has lower ink consumption. It's better than Splash Ball because you can play, I don't know, differently. And you don't have the protection for Splash Bolt though. But it's still great to flush people out of the area. And Screen is nice on it, because Screen combined with a thermal ink is great, because you shoot them once, they're bound to get away. You use Screen, you can still see them. So I mean, Screen is fine. I mean, I think it deserves Screen being an insane main weapon. I think it's rated S tier, up there with S plus 91. And Berry Splat Dollies are overrated. I've seen so many people using them, especially in the first day of the season. I hopped on at 7 p.m. EST to play the new season, and I was the only person in the battle not using N Perry Splat Dollies. Well, Haunted was playing with me and she wasn't using N Perry's. But anyway, it has Splashdown, which is fine on it. I mean, I think it deserves Splashdown, being a really good main weapon. I would have hoped it had Inkjet, because I like Splat Dollies. I just don't like either of their kits that much. I know that Suction Crab is really good, I just don't like it. And And Cat would have been a better, more offensive option on it. Curling Bomb, it's okay, you can swim up and kill people with it. I don't really know what to say about this. I think it deserves Curling Bomb over Suction. I think it's rated A tier. And then Custom Blaster. It's just like a little slightly better than Vanilla. Vanilla having Auto Bomb and Bubbler, so there's, I don't know, it depends on how you want to play. You have a different playstyle with Point Sensor because you're gonna know where people are. You're gonna have your eyes on them. You're gonna play differently with Auto Bomb. And Splashdown, okay, I was hoping this would have gotten a better special. Like, I've been enjoying this weapon recently, so I've figured out how to use Splashdown a bit. I would have preferred something like Kraken on it. And I've rated A tier. It's fun to play, but like not all that good. And Sniper Rider 5B. I don't have much to say about this weapon other than regular Sniper Rider pencil is gonna get more, see more play until the day that hopefully happens that Cooler gets nerfed, and then this might be a better. Splash Wall Ink Storm is fine on it. I think I would rate it A tier, or maybe B tier, somewhere in there. Now, maps. Okay, so Robo Ramen. This might be the best stage in the game. I'm not kidding. I love this stage. The flanks that go under are amazing. I like it that they're Rainmaker free zone, so you can't just like sneak under there. It's open. It's really big, which I like about the new stage. Is that I do feel that Crab Leg felt a little bit cramped, but it's Clamplets on it is okay. It's a pretty good. It can sneak under or go the other way. It's in a pit, so it's very. The basket is in a pit, so it's very defender favored. Rainmaker on it is nice too, because checkpoint is like right there, and then you have to make that thing with Clamplets like break for it. The checkpoints are very close to spawn. Tower control, you have to go in that little side area on the left of your spawn with the tower, so that's pretty nice. It's because it's easier to get knockouts that way. Zones is really good on this map because you can go under, you can go over, you can go through the sides. It's pretty balanced. I would rate this X tier out of all maps. Next, Bluefin Depot. So I never played S1, so apparently this stage was not very good. But I still think that it got maybe a little better. I'd say it's rated mid. The elevators are weird. Like, I would have preferred if it was an inkable wall, because once you're in the elevator, you can see your enemy can see the elevator going up. Like, imagine there's an leader. They see the elevator going up, so they just snipe you. It's just like that. So the elevators aren't that much of are too much of a risk usually. That's just a little bit weird of a stage with like that water in the middle. You do the weird jumps. I keep falling into that, and that weird jump over the water in the spawn. In the weird glass window. I don't know. I don't like the stage that much. And the moving zones is also pretty weird. I don't really like it. It seems weird to me. Clamplets is like the worst Clamplets map in the game because it's so hard to get a push because you gotta go up the elevator or go around the side, which takes equally as long to get to the clam basket. Like, I've played a 6-minute match on this map because no one could get the clam in the basket. Tower control is also weird on it because you have to go in that little pinch point in the corner. Rainmaker is also weird because of the elevators and that drop. I would say it's rated C tier. It's not very good. Could be better. Salmon Run, Joe, or Megalodontia. He's big, he's a giant pimple on his back, and he's scary. This is the hardest King Salmon I've ever faced. I haven't beaten him yet. He's a lot harder than Ouroboros, though. I feel Ouroboros was hard for me originally, so now I can beat it, so I might be able to beat Joe eventually. Salmon Run, the new specials are amazing. I think Triple Splashdown is a lot better than Salmon Run than it is in regular, because the salmons aren't smart enough to cancel their splashdown, and you can like clear a whole area for it, giving yourself more breathing room, which is sometimes very valuable in Salmon. And Kraken is really nice with the ability to break barriers, like go through drizzlers, like completely slam through drizzlers, steelheads, flyfish, anything that gets in your way. And it's good for crowd control too, surprisingly, because you can take down co-ops one hit. And then gear. We don't talk about gear on this channel, that's all I have to say. I'm not a gear guy, I don't really care that much. Okay, the patch. The patch was a lot of lacking content. There was like 5 buffs and no nerfs. That was all. I had hopes for that, like, maybe Zuko would be nerfed. Maybe Cooler would be nerfed. No. It was not. Nothing, no changes remained as special except this stupid reef slider thing, which does like nothing. I think the only significant buff was the edit buff, because I'm not seeing it replace pencil, but we might see it too, because it can get cores quicker now. The events. Big run. I love this big run. This is my favorite big run so far. I scored the highest on this one. I don't care if you say Barnacle Time was too easy. I loved it. I like it how there was not just like one set Grizzco weapon. Like, I remember playing an Undertow, and that sucked because you could only get Grizzco Charger, and Undertow was a bad stage in general. And you could only get Grizzco Duels in the Umami one, which I missed, which I would have loved. And the weird system thing that's from Big Run from now on with the set amount, I think that was weird, especially how like there was that bug where we don't get our thing. Like, I'm still waiting for my silver reward. I don't know if I'm getting it, but okay. Frosty Fest has not happened yet. We don't even know what it's going to be at the time of recording this video, so we're just gonna pass this up. Hopefully it's good. Challenges, Gushers I didn't play, it seemed weird. Fastest Blasters was really hard with all the blaster shots everywhere. And then the Rainmaker one sounds fun, the Tower one sounds fun. I'm scared of the Chargers one because I'm seeing it sniped every around the corner. And I can't play Chargers, probably not gonna play that. Music! I am a big Splatoon music guy, so I'm really happy that Chirpy Chips are back. This is like my favorite band in Splatoon 1, not in Splatoon 2 because I like Bottom Feeders better, but I like how No Quarters is the Blitzen style, and Slopping Spree is the classic Chirpy Chips from like Split and Splat, Wave Prism, Shelfie, that stuff. The other features, the Shell and License thing, I mean, it's great and all. I still have like 30 more weapons to buy because I don't play a lot of different weapons, so I don't really have need to buy weapons. And I don't know if there's anything else. Just say in the comments to remind me. Outro. The season was lacking content, but some things made up for that. So far, this has been a great season, but hopefully it could be better. I'm still waiting for the mid-season patch to fix things like Cooler. That's it for today. Next episode comes out in a week, hopefully, probably.